The universe and your guardian angels are reaching out to you now with a message that may arrive gently, yet land within you like a quiet revelation. What they wish to share is something subtle, something almost hidden in the small movements of everyday life, and yet profoundly meaningful when you step back and witness the larger tapestry unfolding. They want you to know that someone in your life, someone you know intimately, someone whose presence has woven itself into the rhythm of your days, has unexpectedly adopted a habit that originates from you. And this shift, delicate as it may seem on the surface, is reshaping the way they view themselves, their life, and even their future. Your guardian angels say that strong emotions carry immense power. They can uplift you, propel you forward, grant you the courage needed to break through limitations and rise beyond fear. Emotions are the fuel that ignite determination and spark hope. But they also acknowledge that strong emotions are a double-edged sword. When the heart burns too fiercely, clarity can sometimes dissolve in the heat. Decisions can be rushed, words can be spoken too quickly, and choices made in haste can shape outcomes that linger far longer than intended. You and this person, though never truly at odds, have always navigated your emotional landscapes differently. They are someone who lives passionately, someone who responds to life as though every moment is a current they must dive into instinctively. Their intuition has served them well many times. Listening to their gut has brought them victories, protected them from harm, and helped them make bold moves that others might have hesitated to take. But even the strongest instincts require balance. Somewhere along the way you, perhaps without even noticing, introduced a new way of navigating emotions into their world. You showed them the value of pausing, of considering, of breathing through a moment before reacting to it. At first they resisted. It felt unnatural, even uncomfortable, to hold back when every fiber of their being urged them forward. But then, out of curiosity or frustration, or perhaps because they sensed something in you that felt grounded, they decided to give your approach a chance. And when they did, something extraordinary happened. They began to see life through your eyes. They found themselves standing at the edge of situations where they previously would have charged ahead, only to instead breathe deeply and allow the dust of the moment to settle. They noticed how much more clearly they could see when they stopped chasing clarity and instead allowed it to come to them. I repeat this because your angels insist you truly hear it. They picked up a habit from you, and it is transforming the way they confront their challenges. You have shifted their world in ways you may never fully understand. The universe itself thrives on balance. Harmony is the language through which creation breathes. When balance is restored, the cosmos moves more smoothly, like a river flowing without obstruction. And what you introduced into this person's life, this small but powerful practice of patience, is a form of balance they desperately needed. Your own mindset has always leaned toward patience, compassion, and understanding. True, you have moments when your own emotions rise too strongly, moments when you react more quickly than you wish you had. But those moments don't define you. They don't erase the heart of who you are. They don't negate the quiet wisdom you carry. The person in question used to argue, sometimes aloud, sometimes silently, that your way wasn't necessarily better. After all, they would say no approach is perfect. And they're right in a sense, but they weren't seeing the bigger picture. You weren't trying to win an argument or prove superiority. What you offered them was simply a perspective, a gentle challenge, an invitation to explore a deeper form of emotional intelligence. You encouraged them not to take the bait when provoked. You invited them to pause before reacting, even when everything within them screamed to leap forward. It wasn't a flawless plan, you knew that. But no path in life comes with certainty. Nothing is ever 100% guaranteed. What you did offer was balance, and that made all the difference. This person, driven by intensity and instinct, often found themselves frustrated with the outcomes created by their passionate reactions. They didn't always like how things turned out, even when they acted from the heart. And so, almost as a quiet experiment, they let your habit become their own. They figured they had nothing to lose. A bit of patience, a breath here and there, a moment of reflection. It seemed harmless enough. But the results changed everything. Not only did your approach work for them, it worked so well that they can no longer deny its power. In truth, they wanted you to be wrong. Not out of conflict or resentment. No, they wanted you to be wrong because accepting your way meant accepting the need for change. And change, as you know, is one of the most difficult things for the human heart to welcome. Instead of striving for growth, they had long relied on the same emotional patterns they learned growing up. Perhaps they were taught to confront situations head-on, to bulldoze through obstacles with strength and certainty. Meanwhile, you learned to pause, to listen, to feel your way through with grace and empathy. These different emotional upbringings shaped both of you into who you are. It's an interesting act of reflection to ask yourself, who in your life taught you patience? Who shaped your compassion? And then to wonder, who shaped their intensity, their fire, their instinctive reactions? Such questions deepen your understanding of both yourself and others. And even if you're unsure right now who this person is, the angels assure you that they will reveal themselves soon. Even better, through your connection with this person, you will gain a deeper understanding of human growth. How people evolve, how influence flows from one soul to another, and how your presence can become a guiding light even to those who seem resistant to transformation. This is precisely why your guardian angels brought this message to you. They want to remind you of the profound effect you have on others, even when you think no one is listening, watching, or learning from you. You carry a quiet strength that inspires growth in those around you, often without your intention. The universe works in cycles, in rhythms, in delicate exchanges of energy. When you bring balance to someone else's life, the universe mirrors that balance back to you. You helped create harmony in another soul, and now the cosmos is preparing to bless you in return. In the near future, this individual is likely to come forward, expressing just how much your mindset helped them. Their respect for you will deepen. Your connection will strengthen. What begins as a simple acknowledgement could blossom into a lifelong bond. For now, your angels say that the connection is platonic, but energy is fluid, ever-changing, ever-evolving. There is room for this bond to grow into something more meaningful if the path unfolds that way. Regardless of where it leads romantically, you have someone who will take risks for you, someone who values your guidance and stands in your corner. Beyond this personal connection, your blessings are also expanding. You have been a blessing to someone else, and the universe returns that energy multiplied. Opportunities may begin to flow into your life. Unexpected, timely, and aligned with what you've been hoping for. You might find new connections forming with ease, or relationships rekindling with greater depth. If you have been worried about your work or career, your angels gently urge you to release that fear. You are in a season where time is on your side, where progress flows in harmony with your own pace. The universe supports your steps and aligns them with abundance. One thing your angels highlight is your tendency to downplay your own achievements. You lift others up so naturally that sometimes you forget to acknowledge your own growth and accomplishments. This humility is admirable. One of the reasons you are so aligned with blessings. But they want you to remember that acknowledging your own success does not diminish your grace. Your guardian angels are incredibly proud of you. Your positive disposition draws blessings toward you like a magnet. And now, as this person who adopted your habit begins to thrive, prosperity will ripple into your own life. In the coming days and weeks, pay attention to signs and patterns. The universe will speak to you in ways that feel like coincidence but carry deeper meaning. You may notice certain words, phrases, or brand names calling out to you during a routine trip to the store. These moments are gentle nudges, reassurances that you are guided, supported, and exactly where you need to be. Friends may come to you with heavy hearts, seeking your wisdom. Your presence will bring them comfort. Your patience will help them navigate their own emotional storms. Your compassion will provide them a safe harbor. And if you have been considering a new business venture, a creative pursuit, or a bold career shift, the angels say that now is the time to move forward. You are stepping into a season of clarity and abundance. Before this message concludes, I want to offer a prayer, a blessing for your path, your heart, and your continued growth. Lord, grant us the wisdom to recognize the profound impact we have on others, even in the smallest of moments. Help us navigate the delicate balance of emotions with grace, using them not as weapons but as sources of strength and understanding. Guide us as we grow, improve, and inspire transformation in those around us. Shower us with blessings, opportunities, and good fortune. Strengthen our relationships, deepen our connections, and illuminate the signs placed before us. May we always be a source of comfort to those who seek our presence. Your guardian angels want you to know that the universe supports your every step. You are not walking this journey alone. Opportunities are aligning, blessings are gathering, and your path is opening with grace. Type 1111 to claim this message, its clarity, and its blessings. And if your heart feels called, share this message with 5 people who may need the guidance and light held within these words.